sign was on a lamp post at the bottom of the Winooski Circle until Friday morning. It got there as part of Operation Bloom. It's a city program to keep its flower beds beautiful. If businesses do some gardening, they can post an advertisement where they do it. But the word bacon on the Sneakers Bistro sign started a discussion about diversity on the Winooski Front Porch Forum. It started with a post from one woman who wrote the sign was insensitive to those who do not consume pork. She said as a Muslim, she was personally offended by it. The owners of Sneakers, who did not appear on camera, say they're in the process of reaching out to the individual who made the post. They've also taken the sign down. They say they regret any harm caused by the sign, and their goal was never to cause stress or bad feelings.
It's nice that they're respectful enough to take it down, but I also think they maybe shouldn't have. I mean, they shouldn't have to at any rate.
Other Winooski residents join the conversation, and online too. One post reads, "The word bacon is not offensive. It's something that describes food."
Was America not formed to be a nation where all peoples could be free to express themselves how they saw fit, so long as it caused no harm to others? Were we not fashioned and continue to evolve so as to invite peoples from every discipline to join the mix and add their flavor to this melting pot? In the decided point for it to become part of who we are and not choose to exclude others because of our beliefs. I realize there are those who will see the preceding statement as something naive and even full of logical holes, so let's boil it down to address a very troubling and disturbing conversation in America. It gets plenty of lip service, but nothing of substance truly done to address it. Those who take offense at everyday life and in the course of their demand for what they consider justice are in effect making America worse for the wear and less tolerant every single day. The situation at the restaurant in Winooski, Vermont is just one of many starting points. While we respect those who have religious beliefs that include dietary restrictions, merely promoting a piece of food as part of an everyday American menu item is only offensive to those who insist their version of America is met, to give them what they demand and then change a way of life for others. It's not how America is supposed to work, people. When it comes to legitimate privately owned businesses, when advertising in the course of everyday affairs and seeking to claim a slice of the American success story as theirs, no one should ever be forced to advertise a certain way, conduct business a certain way, or bend to the will of a few. So long as said words and actions are not tinged with violence or abject hate, who's really being damaged here? Could not someone with an aversion to a certain food simply ignore something as innocuous as a sign? What harm would it do to walk past it and simply decide not to do business there? Not sure about you, but when I find a restaurant or place of business serving bad food or being the epitome of obnoxious behavior in any fashion, I simply don't do business there. Take my money someplace else. No muss, no fuss, no profit for those I deem unworthy of my patronage. But in our current society, that's not the way it works. And in a society designed to promote certain freedoms, religion being one of them, faith far too often takes a back seat.
When your engagement occurs at an apple orchard, the natural location for your wedding is a farm. Search Barn Wedding Albany on Google, and Liberty Ridge in Schaghticoke is the first result to pop up.
Fits into our budget and is beautiful.
So Melissa Irwin and Jenny McCarthy got busy planning. Together for 3 years and engaged for one, they hope to marry next summer. But Liberty Ridge responded that the site wasn't available. Not because it was already reserved, but because they're lesbians.
And that's when she said, well, now we have a problem.
And when we asked why, it was just that's what my husband and I decided. We've been married for a really long time, and it's all great that you're getting married, but you can't do it here.
This year, Liberty Ridge has 15 weddings booked. Nuptials are a growing market for the 26-year-old farm, but owner Robert Gifford is adamant they don't host same-sex marriages.
I think it's our right to choose who we market to,
and you
like any business.
The Giffords are people of faith, and as such, they, like many others, do not believe in same-sex marriage. That's their right, based on the freedom of religion, just as it was the person's religious right in Vermont to complain about something as seemingly simple as bacon. The Giffords shouldn't be punished by a government for defending their beliefs. Conversely, someone's beliefs should not be allowed to punish a business. We all have the right in America to live our lives as we see fit, so long as we are not seeking to purposely inflict pain or hardship on someone. Should we not have the right to conduct our business as we see fit? It's a hard question, America, one that should be at the forefront of our daily search for answers and should not be allowed to just become an issue that is adjudicated without consideration of both sides. And that is telling it like it is. All right, next hour on Midpoint, the battle for good and bad Muslims. The retrial sending a man to prison over loud music and a sports league that can't stop falling over itself with everything that's wrong. It's coming up right here on Midpoint.